Is there a distinction between all those words I just used? Informing, snitching, cooperating, or is it all the same? It all falls under the same umbrella. How do you look at it?
Nah, there's a distinction. It does fall up under the same umbrella, but there's distinctions between an informant and a snitch.
You mentioned earlier how Garivay, aka Capone, made a statement, but you found yourself in that same situation at your parole when you went to go visit your parole officer. How long did it take you to realize the direction the conversation was going, and what was their reaction to you when you didn't want to talk anymore?
Their reaction to me was negative. They kept trying to. I had initially told them, once I knew that they were trying to question me, I told them I don't got nothing to say about none of that. You know, you want to ask me about my life or anything, go ahead. But as far as that, and they kept trying to press me and you know, use different tactics. But yeah, I've already went through it. They try to interrogate me about all kinds of other stuff before in the past. They would go to prison, you know what I mean? Go to prison and pull me out and try to interrogate me, try to question me. So I'm already knowing, like, no matter what I say, they ain't on my side, man. They're out to get me. You know what I'm saying? That's their job. So I'm already knowing, like the thing with Garvey. He was under the impression that they're gonna help him, and even though sometimes they do, I think with him was a whole nother thing, man, where they wanted him and they were just waiting for him to say something. That was a wrap, man.
Do you think he felt a little vulnerable because they weren't even accusing him of being the trigger person, right? Just being a facilitator and being present.
They were. Well, it depends on what story you were going.
Yeah.
Because there was different stories. There was all kinds of different.
Because one story is you're the trigger person.
One story is, no, the story, on every story, they had me as a trigger guy. But on depends on what story, either Almada, Danger was given, he said that me and Garvey were the trigger guys. And Garvey was saying me and Danger Almada was the trigger guys. So they were conflicting. They were both kind of blaming each other.
So when you have two different conflicting statements, was your attorney able to use that in your first trial?
Yeah, that helped me because, well, they didn't use Garvey in my trial. He didn't testify. They brought him from state and he refused to go out. And so when there's conflicting testimony with their own witnesses, of course that's gonna help the defense. But the only other witness they had, it was a female. She actually said it was Danger. She said it was him, and they're trying to use her against me. So it worked against them, you know.
Now, when Garivay was brought down to your case, and back to the snitching topic, even though he did not testify, I guess he refused to come out on the stand. Does that lessen how people view him, even though he already made the statement?
For me, yeah, I look at him like, you know, different.
How close were you guys before all of this?
Really close, man. I even talked to him when I was, you know, when I walked out, they were gonna bring him in. You know, I was like, hey, what's up, man? I sent my love, you know. And
at that time, you had already knew he made a statement.
I already knew he made a statement, but you know, I was already walking with the Lord too, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and I didn't hold none of that again. Initially, yeah, but years had already passed, and like there's a lot of friends, old friends, homeboys, whatever, that I know from the past that they're, you know, considered no good or whatever, but you know, there's a part of me that I'll always have love for them, man, because we went through a lot of stuff, man, or we knew each other from childhood or whatever, and I know them as a person, and it's like, man, you got that love, man. It's like, you know, can't explain it. It's hard to explain, but.
So if you do a grand jury testimony, and it's just you and the jury and the prosecutor, and over the course of the whole case, you never actually come into a trial and point anyone out or tell on someone in front of an actual jury, is that grand jury statement you made still telling? And what category of snitching does that fall under?
To answer the question, of course, man, that's telling. Doesn't matter if you're talking it doesn't matter if you talk to a detective in the alley. You know what I mean? Like, that's telling, man. I mean, you know, but as far as category, it's I mean, from my perspective, that's it's still considered telling, man. It's still snitching. It doesn't matter where you did it, how you did it. In the eyes of, as far as in that life, you know what I mean? I'm no longer, for the record, for anybody listening, I'm no longer in that lifestyle, so I don't really, you know, but yeah, man, in that lifestyle, man, it's still anything that has to do with you saying something about someone, incriminating someone, that's telling.
Is there anything in the scriptures or in the Bible or any examples from Jesus that actually ever touches this topic of snitching?
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description. Thanks for watching StreetTV.net.